So now we have this corridor. It's the full length corridor. It's basically one region, but I split it up into three regions. And so when you see grips like this, there's a set of grips here and a set of grips here. This is probably region 1, this is region 2, and this is region 3. And if you want to see them, you look at the corridor properties, and you can see that there are three regions here. I'm going to bring this out. And these are just copy and copy, copy, and copy, copy, copy. This is the way that the software keeps track of that. But what we can do is when we click inside here, we can say RISA way, and we can name this 14 plus 00 to RISA way, or whatever we want to name those. It's going to run through the scenario. And then we want to go RISA way to, the next section is going to be RISA way to DeGarmo Park. So again, to keep things straight, there's a lot of bookkeeping here. This is going to be RISA way to DeGarmo Park East, which is because there's another DeGarmo Park West a little bit farther down. So we can name these anything we want to keep everything straight. And then we can turn off that section that's in that RISA way region. I'll show you what that looks like. So when we go there, although the information is there, I've turned it off visually, and we're going to be rebuilding this region right here a little bit later. So now we need to just start cutting out all of these intersections and splitting up all of these sections here. So again, how we would do that, we just select the corridor, highlight it, and then we do split a region. We select inside here, and now that we have multiple regions, you can see that line that kind of pops back and forth as I move the cursor back and forth, kind of highlighting what section is there. You can see that dark blue line or that wide line there. It's kind of hard to read, but anyway, so we're gonna go down here and we're gonna say we want to split this section somewhere, and that somewhere is the end return point here, and it's going to split it there. And then we're going to split this section here because this section, because I split it here, this section below is a different section than the one up above. So I need to select inside of here, and then this cursor shows up, and I'm going to use that end of command here, that object snap, and then I'm going to bring, I'm going to also split this to this return point right here. Oh, select the region to split. I do have to select that. And then using the O snap, we'll select this. Now, I have created an additional region here that I really don't need. I've created one here and one here, and the reality is I don't need anything from this point all the way to this point because of these two intersections. If I want to make it clean, I can merge these two sections, this one and this one, and then when I right click, that will all become one section from the return of this side to the return of that side. Now what I can do is go look again at the corridor properties. You got to keep things straight here. And so this one is DeGarmo Park intersection, and this is DeGarmo to whatever that lower one is. And we'll just DeGarmo Park to, I'm just going to call it South for right now. I don't know what that station is, but it's not really that important. And then once that's done, I can go through, we'll go back through and turn off the DeGarmo Park intersection just by selecting that. When we say OK, it's going to remove that section from our corridor. So we're going to go from section to section. This is DeGarmo Park West. So again, we're going to split this section, this region here, and we're going to split it right at the return point. And then we're going to split this section here at this point right here, at that return. And then again, we can turn that off, and that's DeGarmo Park West. So we'll look at the corridor. We just keep building down the road. And that is east to DeGarmo Park West. And then this is DeGarmo Park West intersection. And this is DeGarmo Park South for right now, until we find out what the name of it truly is. Ah, come on. Okay. South. Okay, and we're going to turn off that DeGarmo Park intersection also. Again, those are those areas where we would have to do that custom work, creating intersections. So now, and the last one's Tonea Way. For right now, we're not gonna worry about that. But as you can see, everywhere where we had existing curb and gutter, we have we've targeted it in both X, Y, and Z. How we know that is from the profile, of course, and mainly these cross sections. Wherever you have a wider cross section and it has oddball stationing, you know you're targeting in the Y direction or the Z direction, and anywhere where it's stretched out there, we know that it's targeting in the horizontal direction also. These cross sections right through here no longer have a cross section because this is one of those intersections that I removed that cross section out of the corridor. The next thing that we're going to start looking at is how to work in those proposed curb and gutter sections, and that's a little bit different scenario than what we've been doing here. We've just been matching existing at this point.